In this video, we're going to talk about what's new in CloudBees CI 2.303.1.5. Are you new here? If you are, welcome. And if you are new here, you don't know who I am. My name is Darren Pope, and I'm a developer advocate for CloudBees. On August 25th, 2021, CloudBees CI 2.303.1.5 was released. We're going to go through some of the new features that are available, along with some of the big changes. Now, if you've never taken a look at the release notes for a CloudBees CI release, let me show you how to do that. We're going to start at docs.cloudbees.com. We're going to click on Documentation, go down to CloudBees CI, and then on the Documentation dropdown, we're going to go down to Release Notes. And we'll scroll down here just a little bit, and you'll see here, as of the time of recording, the latest is 2.303.1.5. In this release, the traditional and modern versions are pretty much the same. There's only a couple of extra fixes within the modern release, so we're not going to take a look at that today. We're going to focus looking at the traditional platform release notes. So let's go ahead and click on the full release notes for traditional platforms. And I want to go ahead and call out one of the big things that occurred, and this is down in the release section. And since CloudBees CI is based on Jenkins LTS, the new version of a Jenkins LTS that this version of CloudBees CI is based on is Jenkins LTS 2.303.1. And in that version, Apache's Common Digester was removed. Now you can go through and read everything about this. Now before you upgrade, you should go ahead and take a look at a knowledge base article that CloudBees has produced about Common Digester library removal. And I have that up right here. And it will take you through sort of the backstory and tell you what you might see if there's a problem. But there's also a script here that you can run inside of Script Console that will give you either a thumbs up, thumbs down, or thumbs sideways, just in case you might run into the issue. So if you're moving from a previous version, and maybe a little bit older version, even older than 2.289, let's say you're coming from a version that's like 2.22 or even older, you'll want to run this script to understand what might be impacted on your controllers. There are a number of other fixes and improvements within the CloudBees CI release. I'll let you go through the release notes for those, but I want to focus specifically on two big new items that are currently now in preview. And those are the ability to use configuration as code, or CASC, to manage items. Now you might say, okay, well, hasn't this been done before? Not here. CloudBees CI CASC now supports the creation and management of items, specifically on the controller, freestyle jobs, pipeline jobs, multi-branch jobs, GitHub organization, and Bitbucket and team project jobs. This means you no longer have to go into your controller to create jobs. You could update your items YAML in your configuration as code bundle and add jobs directly there. And that way you can version your jobs. That way you have a history of how your jobs were configured. This is one step further now that you're able to not only keep your Jenkins file in with your projects that are normal, but now the definition of the jobs that reside within your CloudBees CI controller can also be versioned along with the bundle. Now, right now, this feature to manage items is in preview. So try it out. If you have any problems, open up a support ticket with CloudBees support. The second big item that is available in this release is one that people have been asking for quite a while. We just talked about adding items into the controller bundles, but now you're able to manage your Operations Center using configuration as code. This is the very first release in which that is possible. So you can configure your Operations Center using CASC. You can also manage the items. Now, specifically, there are only two items that are manageable right now within an Operations Center, and that is a freestyle job and a client controller. Now, if you're running a modern Operations Center, so you're running it over on Kubernetes and you're using the CloudBees CI for modern cloud platforms, the job types there are freestyle jobs, client controllers, and also managed controllers. Again, this is a preview release, so give it a try, test it out in a lower environment, see how it works for you, and then from there, if you have any issues, be sure to open up a support ticket with CloudBees support. So that's it in a nutshell. Although there doesn't seem to be a lot of big changes, here's the couple of things to remember. The new version of Jenkins LTS 2.303.1. That's what this version of CloudBees CI is based on. So that is a major LTS change from the previous version, which was 2.289. If you haven't watched the video that I did with Mark Waite about what's new in Jenkins LTS 2.303.1, the link for that is down in the description. We go into great detail of all the things that have changed within the Jenkins LTS. That will give you a better understanding of all the different things that have happened under the hood just within Jenkins LTS. And then from there, take a look at the CloudBees CI release notes and understand the extra things that were done specifically for the CloudBees CI release. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to us on Twitter at CloudBeesDevs. If this video was helpful to you, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to CloudBees TV yet, why not? Take a moment, click on that subscribe button, and then ring that bell, and you'll be notified anytime there's new content available on CloudBees TV. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.